Canon G12 10MP digital camera with 5x optical image stabilized zoom and 2.8-inch vari-angle LCD. .0 sensor and the DIGIC 4 image processor combine to create Canon's HS system for improved low-light performance. Shoot 720p HD video in stereo sound. HDMI output. Canon's hybrid is compensates for angular and shift camera shake during close-up shooting. 5x optical zoom with optical image stabilizer. 28mm wide-angle lens, optical viewfinder capture images and video to SD/SDHC/SDXC memory card, MultiMediaCardc MMC plus Cardc HC MMC plus card, not included. Style, US version. Product description: Canon's 4342B001 PowerShot G12 10MP compact digital camera is ready to impress the advanced amateurs who have always celebrated the G series. The G12 is still loaded with powerful technologies that has made the G series cameras so renowned, like the Canon HS system, 2.8-inch vari-angle pure color system, LCD and RAW plus JPG image modes. Now this flagship camera paves the way with these new upgrades like 720p HD video with stereo sound to get crystal clear footage, multiple aspect ratios, high dynamic range, electronic level tracking, AFC, a front dial and much more to give you even more creative control than before. 1-year limited warranty. From the manufacturer, feast your eyes on an updated G series digital camera, the G12. It's ready to impress the advanced amateurs who have always celebrated the G series. The G12 is still loaded with powerful technologies that has made the G series cameras so renowned, like the Canon HS system, 2.8-inch vari-angle pure color system, LCD and RAW plus JPG image modes. Now this flagship camera paves the way with these new upgrades like 720p HD video with stereo sound to get crystal clear footage, multiple aspect ratios, high dynamic range, electronic level tracking, AFC, a front dial and much more to give you even more creative control than before. Canon PowerShot G12 highlights 10.0 sensor combined with the DIGIC 4 image processor creates Canon's HS system. The PowerShot G12 employs the HS system by combining a powerful 10.0 CCD sensor and Canon's DIGIC 4 image processor. Thanks to this technological advancement, the G12 is dramatically more sensitive than cameras with identical megapixel counts and delivers spectacular images with minimal noise. Increased sensitivity demands a higher ISO speed, and the PowerShot G12 delivers with a new maximum setting of ISO 3200. Blur and camera shake are notably reduced for the ultimate in sharpness and clarity. In addition, a new low light mode lets you capture images in an astonishing range of conditions. The camera automatically adjusts the ISO speed from ISO 320 to ISO 12800 in relation to ambient brightness, subject movement and camera shake. Shoot 720p HD video in stereo sound and playback on an HD TV via the HDMI output. The PowerShot G12 lets you record video in beautiful high definition, 1280x720 pixels. The camera also makes it easy to enjoy HD videos and still photos on your HD TV with a mini HDMI connector for direct connection to a high definition TV monitor. You'll enjoy the HD experience with no degradation of image or audio in the signal, plus the ability to display up to 130 still images at once. The PowerShot G12 also includes spectacular video functionality. When shooting video, you can get up close with the 5x optical zoom for emitting detail and realism from the overall appearance to facial expressions. And the camera's smart auto technology that helps ensure the perfect still image works to bring that same quality to your video. Shooting and recording modes including RAW plus JPEG. The PowerShot G12's RAW mode lets you shoot images without JPEG compression. It gives you clearer images and complete creative control in editing. RAW images are transferred directly to the computer, where they can then be edited using image adjustment software or a processing application to adjust your images as you please. The camera can also be set to allow the simultaneous recording of both RAW and JPEG images while shooting. Canon's hybrid is compensates for angular and shift camera shake during close-up shooting. The PowerShot G12 is equipped with Canon's highly advanced hybrid is function which corrects camera shake from two sources to deliver sharp, blur-free images, even when you zoom in close to your subject. Hybrid is employs both an angular sensor and an accelerometer, enabling it to suppress both the blur caused by the angle of the camera and the shift blur that happens when your subject moves parallel to the camera. A problem that is especially noticeable at large zoom factors. With the ability to produce clear steady images in all situations and at any zoom length, the PowerShot G12 is the camera you'll want to take everywhere. 2.8-inch vari-angle LCD with 461 C000 dots plus an optical viewfinder. The PowerShot G12 gives you a large 2.8-inch pure color system LCD screen for excellent control when framing your shots. But size is only part of the story. Canon's Pure Color System LCD offers spectacular color resolution and contrast even at an angle. The screen is durable and easy to see. It is a perfect feature for gathering friends and family around to see your images. 5x optical zoom with Optical Image Stabilizer plus a 28mm wide-angle lens. The camera is equipped with a long 5x optical zoom. Canon's own Optical Image Stabilizer technology keeps images steady and blur-free all through the zoom range, even in low light, by detecting motion and generating a corrective signal. Because it is an optical system, more corrective movement is allowed, and there is no degradation of image quality. The G12 is a highly versatile camera with a wide-angle zoom lens that reaches all the way from 28mm at the wide end to 140mm at the telephoto end, 35mm format equivalent. You'll capture more image in every shot and add greater depth to your overall photography. Optional accessories including speedlight flashes, underwater housing, and teleconverter lens are available. The PowerShot G12 is compatible with the Speedlight Flash series intended for all EOS series SLR cameras. Attach a Speedlight Flash to the hot choke, then you can set and control the flash on the flash control menu in the camera. With a Speedlight, the G12 is given extra functions such as auto flash, metering, lock and flash exposure compensation, continuous shooting with external flash. Also Canon Speedlight Transmitter SDHC enables you to have multiple slave flashes and wireless control. A teleconverter lens designed for the G12C filter adapter for DC58B and WPDC34 waterproof case is also available. High dynamic range scene mode combines multiple shots into one picture. Shooting in high contrast environments can often result in photos with overexposed and underexposed sections. So to tackle this problem, Canon developed the high dynamic range shooting mode to make select PowerShot cameras even more intuitive. Under high dynamic range, the camera will shoot 3 different exposures in a succession: underexposed, overexposed and normal, and then merge them into a single image. Underexposed areas are combined with the overexposed and vice versa, resulting in an evenly detailed image with flattering shadows and highlights. Tripod is required. What's in the box? PowerShot G12 camera body, lithium-ion battery pack, NB7L battery charger, CB2LZ next wrap, NSDC9 AV cable, AV-CDC 400 street USB interface cable, IFC 400 PCU digital camera solution, CD-ROM. As I'm an old film guy who has resisted digital photography almost as much as dentist visits, I've really avoided making the jump. Of course I've had a few small point and shoot cameras for quick snapshots. but recently I found it necessary to get a camera with more capabilities and quality. I'd love to have a higher end DSLR-C, but flying these days really doesn't lend itself to lugging a big camera bag with a couple of lens-esque flash etc. I gripe just taking my shoes off at the security checkpoint, and I'm avoiding paying checked bag fees as much as I possibly can. Last April I finally decided to get something a bit nicer, and after weeks of searching through review after review I finally settled on a Fuji HS10. At first I loved that camera. Then I discovered that particular unit was eating batteries with the veracity of John Pinette at a Vegas buffet. Sock back it went. And I waited and continued to research. Then along comes Canon with this G12. Remember I'm an old film geek, so I like some controls. But after 5 minutes playing with this camera I was most impressed. Start up, it's ready to go in a flash. Focus, spot on for 99% of the photos I've shot. Nothing's perfect, seeing that 1% I can peg on me for focus issues. Low light simply amazing. This camera's ability to compensate for low light is borderline spooky. Combined with the lens image stabilization, I've taken shots that would have required a tripod, a cable release, and good old fashioned luck with the film camera. Sports mode is very good. While the rapid fire shots aren't blazing fast, they are sharp, clean and quick to save. In fact the camera is fast with saves in most every mode I've tried. And speaking of mods, I discovered one that I've fallen in love with, nostalgia mode. With a quick click of the front mounted scroll wheel, one can age a photo making it appear a bit washed out and grainy. For artistic shots this mode just made me feel like I was working darkroom magic without the darkroom. Some folks have complained that it's too big for a pocket. I didn't really have any issues with that. In fact I think that for everything this camera can dock, its size is one of the biggest selling points. I just returned from a quick trip to Jamaica, where I took all sorts of shots. The ones that got the most compliments were the low light shots. And everyone that asked and showed this camera were amazed at what it was able to do. As I mentioned, I'm incredibly impressed with this camera.